I'm back with another video. Today I'll be flipping through the first half of 2019 in my hobonichi. So this was the first time I've ever tried using a hobonichi, and there were definitely things that I liked about it, but there were also some things that I did not really like about it. So here you can see I'm flipping through my monthlies, and I started out using them quite a bit, but then as the year went on I used them less and less. And like, even if I filled them out, I would never find myself going back to it as much. And this kind of ties into one of the things I didn't like about the hobonichi, which was how it was structured, in that it put all the months, January through December first, and then put all the weeks of the year, and then put the dailies, rather than putting the months, weeks, and days of each month separately, like in order, if you know what I mean. So I found that kind of annoying, because I would have to go all the way to the back where the dailies were, and then go all the way to the front where the monthlies and weeklies were. I tried to kind of deal with it by using tabs, but then I still found it kind of annoying, because I had to move the tabs every day for the dailies, and then every week for the weeklies, and so on. So it really didn't work for me, and I ended up using the dailies a lot more. In the beginning, I put a lot of effort into the dailies, and I wrote extensive journal entries and really filled up the spread. As the school year started, and then I had less time to really update the journal, my spreads got more simple, and I started missing days, which I really felt bad about, wasting pages, and then I couldn't use them. So then eventually, around, I would say, March or April, I think, I started not really caring about what day it was and just using the dailies as a journaling kind of page. So then, regardless of what the date was, I would just journal in that next available page. So really, the dailies became kind of like what I used to do in my bullet journal, that I'll link in the top right corner there. But basically, I put everything in my bullet journal, from calligraphy practice to quotes I liked to movie reviews, to-do lists, doodles, and everything that I wanted to put in my journal, I did. So there wasn't really a single organized purpose to the journal. I just kind of did whatever I want to it, and I think it worked really well. Oh, this is one of the spreads I made for International Women's Day. It's one of my favorite spreads that I made, but it definitely took a lot of time. Oh yeah, and at some point I started including this character I named Molly in my spreads, so it was kind of fun to just doodle him whenever I didn't know what else to journal. Here's a spread I made about TXT's debut, which I really liked. I also tried doing things like habit trackers and more bullet journal-y things. Oh, here I made a ideal morning routine. Basically, I just tried out a bunch of different things for this planner. I also tended to use craft paper a lot in my spreads for to-dos, as well as decoration and doodles. A lot of my spreads towards the later part of the year were also about things that I was learning, like skincare and things that I was interested in, that kind of stuff. And then towards exam week, I really just did not use it at all, besides just to make spreads about what to study, and yeah, I've used it very little during exam week. And then summer, here's where we get to summer, where I started using it a lot more. once again. Oh, this is a spread I made about the book that I really liked. It's called Big Magic. It's by Elizabeth Gilbert, and I just finished it. And then I also made some travel spreads about my trips to New York this year, as well as Japan next summer. So really, in conclusion, I don't think I'm going to be purchasing the hobonichi for next year. And most of the time I didn't even journal according to the right date on the page. So there really wasn't any point in the pages being dated. So with that, I think I'm just going to purchase a bullet journal like I did in the previous years and have more freedom to do whatever I want in my spreads. That way I can also save money because the hobonichi definitely costs a lot more than buying a bullet journal. So I think I will just invest in a good notebook, and that will be my notebook for next year. Of course, just because the hobonichi wasn't for me, it doesn't mean that you won't find it useful. So I suggest that if you have the resources to give it a try, I think you should still try it out. That's the end of my flip through, and I hope you guys took something away from this. Thank you for watching.